I recently made a video about black on black knife crime and the myth around that, but I came across this bit of news about a 15-year-old boy who stabbed another 15-year-old boy in school. It was caught on the CCTV on camera, and I found certain elements of this case to be quite interesting. Firstly, rest in peace to the young boy. It's very sad that he lost his life. I think the knife crime in this country is obviously getting to a point where I think the government aren't doing enough. They haven't been doing enough since I was in school. So yeah, but I want to watch the video first. Obviously, we're not going to watch the video of him being stabbed. We're going to just look at some of the ITV footage of what they have, and then we will go from there. I've got some opinions that I want to get into. So let me make this a bit smaller. Let's go. So I'll make this a little bit faster as well because there's no audio in here. So you can see this guy is the guy who ends up doing the stabbing. So young brown boy. And they're actually talking beforehand. So the boy in the blue, they're messing about, laughing and joking. This is not serious. Look, they're smiling. So you can see it's not that serious. This is actually after he stabbed him. So this part here is after he stabs the boy. So I think they have the stabbing on CCTV, but obviously they're not going to show that. I don't expect them to. I wouldn't want them to. But this is him dancing and seems to be like being a bit jovial after he's done whatever he's done, right? Obviously, he's done something pretty crazy. And what I want to do though is I want to flip my screen and we're going to actually read the article because the boy's been convicted. He's been charged. He's going to prison for a very long time. Let me flip my screen and just go through the article because here's what I found quite interesting. So, he's been sentenced to 16 years in jail. So he's not going to be out till his mid-20s. He'll probably won't do the full 16 years. It's very unlikely. The young boy who died, Harvey Wilgoose, RIP, very sad. And I think that schools need to do more to prevent these type of things happening. But what's interesting and what I found to be interesting is that they actually released the boy's name. And the judge, Naomi Ellen Bogan, I hope I pronounced that correctly, he was found guilty and they released the boy's name, which is something that doesn't ever really happen. If you're a minor, I think if you're below the age of 18, they don't usually release the boy's identity, and they did release his identity, Mohammed Umar Khan. Now, you guys know, as soon as that happened, what happened in all the comments where this was posted. You know what's coming, and you know the type of vitriol that is in the comments because it's a brown boy. But what I found interesting is why did they release his name? And I'm going to compare this to another case that has just come out. It was with the army person. The army person, you know the guy I'm talking about. I'm going to show you guys right now, which is this case right here of the lady who was in the military, who was, I believe, sexually assaulted and murdered. She committed suicide, Jaisley Beck. They have not actually released the name of the person in the army that's done it, right? But they've released the image and name of a young kid who's 15, hasn't even hit puberty. I'm not saying that there's a reason why they released it, but let's think about the social climate we're in. What's the rhetoric that's going on politically? Get the immigrants out, So what do we go and do? We release the kid who's got a Asian sounding name. And you know where I'm going with this. You know what we're doing. And the media know what they're doing. And the judge knows what she's doing when she does this. Because I've just got another case that's equally as bad, right? Sexual assault, suicide. The guy who did it, an older man, a sergeant in the army, not released. Kept anonymous for security reasons. Interesting. Now let's read the case a little bit further, because I think that's going to help us understand a few elements here. So again, none of this justifies the murder, by the way. This kid is obviously not very well. Not very well, clearly. So the judge said that his age alone did not justify maintaining his anonymity, and that the public will wish to know the identity of those who commit such serious offences. Of course, a certain section of the public do, and that allows us to demonize young kids who are brown, potentially black. He said that he acted in self-defense, saying that he had blighted the lives of anyone who had known Harvey and had acted out of the hurt and anger at what you considered to be his betrayal of your friendship. Khan did not show any emotion or remorse as the sentence was read out. Harvey and Khan attended All Saints Catholic High School in Sheffield, where the attack took place during a lunch break. The court heard the students who witnessed the attack ran away in fear and panic. Imagine a stabbing in school is scary to see. I've seen, obviously in Southeast London, I've seen stabbings, so I know how nuts it can get. After stabbing the kid, he actually said, "I'm not right in the head. My mum doesn't look after me right. You know I can't control it." So he actually said it immediately that he's basically mentally not well. Again, we can't justify that behavior because he seemed to be well when they were messing about and joking. So, you know, he deserves to be in prison. He deserves to spend 16 years. It should be longer than that, to be honest. It should be 50 years. During the trial, the court heard that Harvey and Khan had been part of a conflicted friendship group and an argument had started between the two boys over a school lockdown brought about by Khan reporting that another student had a knife and the social media dispute that followed it. I'm not going to read the whole thing because, you know, you guys can read this, but essentially the kid also said he was humiliated and ostracized in the past. It seems like he was trying to justify why he stabbed him. I don't think you can justify that. I'm sorry. You know, have a fight, have a fist fight. Go learn to box and punch him in the face. Do that instead. Don't kill him. Like, come on. What's going on here? Why are we... What is going on here? Because we shouldn't be doing that. But anyway, I think I was more intrigued to understand, you know, what made the judge release the image of the boy. And I'm not playing the victim, the race card here, but I am going to play the race card a little bit because we've seen loads of cases where people under the age of 16 or 18, they never release their identity. And especially in this current climate where we're just, everything's bitching and moaning about immigrants, we're doing this and we know the backlash and we know what the comments are going to be like and we know the effect it's going to have. It's just interesting. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's interesting. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And leave a comment on what you think. I'm sure some of you are going to say, yeah, you know, it's the immigrants. And some of you are going to be like, no, yeah, we can see. There's going to be both sides, I'm sure.